everybody, my name is Tom, and today we're going to talk about disease again. But do you know plague? Yeah, it's Black Death. But what about TB? It's more deadlier than the plague. So let's just call it the White Death. Maybe we just talk about White Death. So let's just start it again. Okay. 3. Do you want to play, Anushia? Let's see if she can speak. First, okay. So, well, to me, the TB is extremely deadly. Now, that's because. Oh wait. I think. So let's just stay here. Oh, what happened? So let's just try okay, let's start it. Okay, let's start it now. I think that let's start it with this White Death disease. So when you accidentally breathe in it, it could begin to travel into the body, into your lungs. Where's me? Macrophage. You know macrophage? Yes, macrophage is a soldier. It's a soldier of our body, protecting our intruders. And let's start it again. Well, to these intruders, I think that they are deadly. But the TVs are one, and it looks kind of bad. But I thought that these intruders are very, Still, I think that these intruders were very powerful. It could easily be slide into the macrophage's body, but it could spill differently. That's because to normal bacteria, they are killed easy, but to the TB's protective armor, it can't digest it. And let's see if you can stop them more. Go. Okay, so to the TB's macrophage, we are sure about something. To the normal bacteria like E. coli, it could spread, it could kill it easy. But to this type of TB, it had a special protective armor that then soon it could begin to digest it down and as a perfect host to live in, it could begin to attack it, causing it to die. And then finally, it could begin to multiply. Because it is protected safe inside, it can multiply up to 18 hours. If it wants to double itself, it must take around 18 hours. But to a normal bacteria, it just takes about 30 minutes because they're afraid of the immune system. But because the TB will be able to protect it safe, then we'll be able to protect it. Then it will be able to protect it. And as more macrophages try to attack it, it will continue to multiply even more. This is when neutrons and diamond cells came. And as they try to attack it, the macrophage usually dies from it. So they have a different plan. What if they What if they attack? What if they stop it from moving? If they do that, they need to form a lesson, a giant piece of a giant round, a giant straight, a giant sphere white thing that I don't know. It goes that traps them inside to keep out. But for the TBs now, it was a perfect place and environment to have the food. And this is when more macrophages came to keep me from escaping for years. But with the TB's new special mechanism out from the ceramics, it kills the macrophage easily, even without it goes outside. Finally, after it, but when the immune system can't hold it anymore, the random explode. Suddenly, the TBs are too much. And with that, more macrophages came out. This is when the fluids began to fill up the lungs. But for the lungs, it wasn't a perfect place for a battlefield. But they ignored. And as more neutrons came, they began to flamethrower, which damaged the cells, which damaged the body's cells. And then the patient would begin to breathe harder, have a high fever, and lose weight. Suddenly, they began to look like a ghost version. And just like this. And now, if you want to know what would happen, there's action. And because it was a special type, it was living. Sometimes the patient even cough. They might even cough out blood. This is the TB's plan. They are under special ward to infect another person. And if the TBs continue to survive in it, they might begin to spread even more, causing the patient to die might. But to TB, and around 1,300 people died from its infection. But what TBs are what they're doing is not going to kill you. Instead, they just want for a perfect environment to stay alive. And maybe that's for everything I'll talk to you today. So goodbye, everybody. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.